Lash like eyelash.
I'm sitting here with Barbara Pinson Lash, and you all may recognize her for being on WBTV as well as Fox News. And she's here today at Johnson C. Smith University, and we are participating in the Mellon Institute Technology and Media. We call it symposium because they were saying not
It's not a
conference. It's
conference.
not a conference. So tell me, what have you learned so far since you've been here the past couple of days?
Ooh, that's a good question. I've learned that we are not alone. So there are so many different ways to approach media. And I come from the traditional standpoint and using social media, but there are other industries that are making huge strides in this thing we call technology. For example, we had Brianna Wu, who has her own gaming company, who is like a trendsetter and breaking down all these barriers using technology because she's an engineer at heart. And then we have a woman here from Charlotte Agenda letting us know that there's a millennial population that is now distributing news and information in a way that some might have thought would have been a barrier for some older consumers. So I think it is a great symposium, if you will, to bring so many different minds together in industries and talk about how we've grown over the years and the possibilities that we have, because they really are endless, ever changing, but endless.
And speaking of Brianna Wu, she did a wonderful job in her facilitation and on her agenda that she was speaking on. But one thing that I took to heart was the black girls. She said that she was going to buckle down in networking with black girls to get them involved. Why do you think black women are not involved in games?
I was actually surprised to hear that women are involved in games.
Me too.
Traditionally, I grew up playing Atari. Me and my best friend Tracy, she got every game and we'd sit there and master it. But somewhere along the way, it has turned into a boys' game and then a young man's game. And so first and foremost, I'm surprised to hear that so many women are interested in it. That being said, maybe it's just going to take more time for African American women to kind of fall into that or find it attractive or appealing. And a big reason is probably how they're represented in the games, right? So women in generalize are, I think she said, hypersexualized, which is true. I mean, you don't have to be, with, boobs out to the wall and all these other things to be prominent in a game, but that's what the gaming industry has done. So maybe if there are more African American women in these games and in power roles, not victim roles, but power roles, because that gaming industry is all about exercising power and whatever the other nuances are, because I'm not a gamer, but I do understand that there's always someone who is in charge and powerful, and there's always a victim. So maybe if more African American women are in those empowerment roles, then maybe it would attract more of us to the gaming world.
Well, you definitely pulled an empowerment role. You told me that you left Fox back in November. Is that correct? And let us know what you're doing now.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to let you know. So in January, I started a PhD program at UNC Charlotte in Geography and Urban Analysis. Just finished that, but I simultaneously relaunched a business I have called Mediaverse, as in being well versed in the media. And that is really to help athletes use their platform and help them with their media interviews, prepping for those, commentating, that transition out of sports so that they have options when they leave. Because no one can throw the ball forever. No one can catch and run into the end zone for the rest of their lives or dunk the ball. So my passion has always been to use this gift of communication that we all have and just help people hone it so that there are options down the line. And also public speakers. We all have you have an amazing story. Whoever's watching has an amazing story. I have an amazing story. And I think the more we can share that human experience with people in a way that is passionate and true and authentic and energetic, then I think we just help our human race. So my goal is to help people tune into that communicative piece that we have, hone it and find the humor and just find ways to express ourselves so that we're sharing and growing, especially in this day and time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, my pleasure.